Hello everyone! Over the past year, I've walked more than 3.8 million steps. That's roughly around 1,830 miles, which is approximately the distance from San Francisco to Chicago. People say walking is one of the best and most effective workouts to stay in shape and to lose weight. For the last 212 days, I've been walking 10,000 steps at a minimum every single day. And in this video, I'd like to share with you what it was like throughout my journey, and maybe you guys can take some snippets and tips and insights from this video and apply it into your own life, whether you guys want to improve your fitness health or just have a healthier lifestyle in general. Yeah, so one of my main goals was to lose body fat while maintaining my muscle mass. I'm not like a really big dude. I have a pretty good muscle mass on me. While browsing fat loss videos on YouTube, I saw a lot of people mention walking is the best thing to lose weight, especially if you walk at a minimum of 10,000 steps each day over time gradually. You will see a difference. And the reason why walking is so great from firsthand experience and from what I've learned from these videos is that it's a very low impact exercise. It's not taxing on your body. Most importantly, you can do it every single day. You can be consistent with it because you're always walking throughout the day. It's whether you just walk more and keep that notion of you have to get your steps in, constantly being active. Here we are 212 days later. I am still on this 10,000 steps a day challenge. So first things first, how I tracked my progress. I tracked my progress through two devices, one being my phone. There's an app on my phone that I installed called Pacer. I try to put everything I mention and use down in the description below, but it's pretty minimal. So I use this app called Pacer, which tracks your steps every single day, and you can set your goal, your daily step count goal. It will track your daily average throughout the month, throughout the year. What I like about this app is you don't need your Apple Watch on you, and you can just have your phone on you and it will track your steps. So that's what is great about that, because sometimes I don't like wearing an Apple Watch or smartwatch. I would like to wear like a classic watch. So that's why I got that app. But I also track my steps on the Apple Watch. I linked my Apple Watch to the Pacer app so they work synchronously together. So that's great. Typically how I track my steps every day, there's a notification that pops up each day once I hit like 3,000 steps, 6,000 steps, then 10,000 steps. So I know if I'm on track. I don't know if you guys can see, how clear you guys can see. So if I click on this, I scroll all the way down to here. I can see my daily step count. I don't know if that's very clear to you guys, but today I'm at 16,343. Yeah, so I am way above average today, went above and beyond. Most days I start off in the morning walking 10,000 steps, is getting out of the way. And whatever additional steps that I take during the day, those are just the cherry and sprinkles on top. I'm gonna start off with some benefits that I noticed throughout this journey. I briefly cover some of these at the start, but one of the main ones is it's very low impact on your body. Like I can be walking 10,000 to 20,000 steps today, and tomorrow when I wake up I wouldn't feel any repercussions from my actions today. So yeah, I really don't feel the 10 to 20,000 steps taking any toll on my body. But I am relatively in shape. I'm 153 pounds right now, 5'8". If you're a bigger person, maybe around like 200 plus pounds, it may take a little toll on your body. I can't say from experience because I don't weigh that much, but I do think walking is one of the best exercises that's less taxing on your body. Walking, cycling, maybe rowing. Well, no, I take that back. Rowing, you get sore, but like cycling, walking. It depends on the intensity you go at, because if you go above a 3.5 miles per hour, that's almost like a light jog at that point. Like that's speed walking. When I'm referring to when walking is not speed walking, not slow walking, it's just casually walking. You maintaining your base heart rate, making sure your heart rate doesn't spike, you're not sweating. Yes, it will get hot obviously because you're moving around, but you're not sweating. Another benefit of walking is I'm able to maintain my weight range around 155 to 158-ish. Previously, before I started this journey, I was 160 plus, but I was able to drop that because I was dieting. Dieting is really important. You can be walking all day long, 100,000 steps, but if your calorie intake is greater than your calorie output, then you're not losing weight, you're gaining weight. It's as simple as that. Your calorie output has to be greater than your calorie intake to lose weight. Walking and with me casually working out, I noticed that it allows me to maintain my ideal weight range of around 155 to 158 pounds. That's just me like looking like a normal human without like shredded six-pack abs or nothing. Up until a month ago, I was eating whatever I wanted. Ice cream, junk food, like all the junk food you can name. Cookies, Oreos, ice cream. I did not care. I was eating everything and anything under the house. And I didn't gain that much weight. Like my body weight at max was 157 pounds. I do contribute that to walking because I feel like in the past, I don't have any statistics or data that I recorded, but I know in the past if I ate the same way, even though when I was lifting weight, I'll be around 165 pounds. And that's why when I started this, before I started this journey, I was around like 160-ish pounds, and it was because I wasn't walking and I was still eating like relatively unhealthy and processed food. Yeah, so just walking 10,000 steps at a minimum every single day allows you to be at your ideal weight range. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to calorie intake versus your calorie output. You have to burn more calorie than you eat in order to lose weight. Another thing that I've noticed now going through this challenge for quite some time is that I rarely have knee issues. Prior to this challenge, I have pretty bad knees. My knees will crack and pop when I do squats or when I'm just bending over, when I'm like kneeling down and bending over. But I've noticed like my knees have been pretty strong and healthy lately. I have no issues with them. No, I hear no popping sounds, none of that cracking, popping stuff that I usually hear back prior to this challenge. So yeah, I feel like my knee joints are stronger now, which I think I saw some videos that were saying helps you have stronger joints, especially on your legs because you're using them all day. Finally, another thing that I've noticed is that I have better sleep quality. How do I measure if I have better sleep quality? I don't wear my Apple Watch at night. I just know that I can fall asleep much quicker. Like when I put my phone down, it usually takes me 5 to 10 minutes and I'm out. In the past, I was shuffling around the bed for like 30 minutes before I fell asleep. And also when I wake up in the morning, I don't feel as tired. I feel pretty rejuvenated and well rested throughout my sleep. Contribute that to walking because I've really noticed this year alone, I've been able to fall asleep much quicker and wake up feeling well rested without, having to hit the snooze button 10,000 times. Yeah, those are the benefits that I've noticed throughout this journey. Better sleep, weight loss, maintaining my weight without sacrificing my diet too much. I feel like those 3 points should have anyone thinking about embarking on this walking journey or just taking more steps in general throughout the day. So some tips I have for walking 10,000 steps a day is, number one, get yourself a walking treadmill, like under the desk walking treadmill and a standing desk if you can. Without those two combo, I will 100% not been able to make it this far. Maybe 50 days at max, because there's some days, right, that you don't get that much steps in. I have a hybrid job and I work 2 days at home, 3 days in the office. And then those days when I'm at home, if I'm not walking on the treadmill, I'll get maybe 2,000-3,000 steps max. And if it's raining outside, you're not going outside for a walk. So that treadmill and desk combo is 100% a necessity in my opinion if you're taking this challenge seriously. I mean, I bought a standing desk previous to this journey, not really thinking I'm having a walking pad underneath the desk just because I like to stand sometimes in work. So that was there. I really just had to buy a walking pad. I bought one off of Walmart that was really good reviewed, so I'll put that in the link in the description down below, not affiliated or anything. But I've been walking on that for 10,000 steps. I would say 75% of my steps comes from that treadmill, so that treadmill has been tested by me. Been on that thing every single day for 212 days now. Yeah, I don't think I've had a day where I've not used a treadmill. I've always used this treadmill to some capacity throughout the day. But yeah, get yourself a walking treadmill or a treadmill in general, and if you can, get yourself a standing desk, because I feel like for productivity and your overall health in general, standing desk is the way to go. Another tip that I have is just to park as far away from wherever you're going to as possible without making it a big hassle. For example, when I'm going to work, I don't spend 5 minutes looking for the closest park anymore. I really just park at the first parking spot I see. I'm usually the last car out. And that adds up over time. The only downside that I can think of with parking far away is in the winter, or if it's raining, it's a hassle. During those times of the year, I usually park a little bit closer, or if my girlfriend's with me, I will take her into consideration as well and park a little bit closer to the building. You can be on a healthy challenge or lifestyle change, but it doesn't mean the people around you need to change their lifestyle just because you're trying to improve your lifestyle. I don't think I've heard people talk about this on YouTube, but drink more water every single day. I carry this thing around at work every single day, and I fill it up, and I go to the bathroom so many times because of this. So the trips to the bathroom, like, it adds up. I'll probably say I'll probably get 2,000 to 3,000 steps alone by going to and back from the bathroom. That's a little trick that I use. Just walking around the building, or sometimes I wouldn't even use the closest bathroom to me. I'll usually go to the bathroom that's a decent distance away, but not affecting my workflow at the same time. Another thing is I never ever take elevators now, except for the escalators at the mall because my girlfriend's with me. I'm not gonna make her take the steps. But at work, our office is like 4 stories and I'm on the 2nd floor. I never ever take the elevators when I started working there. It's annoying, but these small things do add up over time. Last tip, if you're a regular gym goer, walk between your sets. Don't just be sitting down. Like, when you're finished with your bench, don't just be sitting on the bench and looking at your phone. Walk around the bench, do some stretches, keep on circling around, or walk to another station and walk back. And that usually adds up to like a few hundred steps per workout. Yeah, just small things like that, small details that I've noticed, tips and tricks that I've done throughout the day to increase my step count. So we talked about the benefits, we talked about tips and tricks, and now let's talk about the downsides of walking, the challenges, the things I don't like. Number 1, I've already mentioned this, it's very time consuming. It's always on your mind and it's very time consuming. Like, throughout the day, you constantly have to think about, okay, I gotta walk. Because if you don't think about walking or walk throughout the day, you're gonna save it up until like 10 p.m. I've done this only a couple of times where I've had road trips, right, where I couldn't walk throughout the day. So at night when I get home, I'm legit on the treadmill at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., making sure I hit my 10,000 steps goal before midnight. Because if I don't, that streak breaks. If that streak breaks, all my motivation and discipline for walking 10,000 steps goes down the drain. If you walk at around a 3-mile-per-hour pace, that it takes you roughly around an hour and 30 minutes to finish that 10,000 steps. Some days I'm just really busy and I don't have time to walk, and it sucks because I have to group it all up at once, which makes it not enjoyable. Usually if I know I'm not gonna be walking throughout that day, I try to wake up early in the morning and get those steps out of the way, like just get those 10,000 steps out of the way, and anything on top is just a bonus, extra calories for you. You just accept the fact that it's gonna be time consuming. It's more of a long-term investment in your health, like any other good thing that will happen in your life. With investing time and effort will lead to a greater outcome. Also, another thing that I've noticed is that walking is not really calorie burning efficient. So I don't walk on an incline. I know some of you be like, you guys, you gotta try walking on an incline. I know I don't walk on an incline. I just walk flat surface, but I've noticed like around an hour or sometimes I only burn like 300 calories, which is not calorie efficient compared to any other workout you would do for an hour. For example, I box for around 30 minutes and I burn around 450 to 500 calories. That's a lot of calories burned. Sometimes I'd rather just go downstairs and do a 30-minute boxing session rather than taking an hour 30 out of my day to walk and burn only a fraction of the calorie. But like I said, boxing is very heavy. Boxing and weightlifting and those workouts that burn a lot of calorie, they're oftentimes very taxing on your body and you will feel the repercussions the next day. Whereas as walking, your body doesn't feel any stress and you don't feel any strain on your body the next day. Those are the only downsides I really can think of. That's about it for today's video. I hope you guys took something away from this video and enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My channel is like, I make videos mostly with me and my girlfriend, but since she's on break right now, she's back with her parents at her parents' place. Zoe's not around and we're not making videos together. Usually when we're together we make a lot of eating videos, vlog videos, but since she's not here, I like to sometimes just come out here and just babble on and yap around on what I experienced and stuff that I do. If you guys enjoy these type of videos, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah everyone, I'll see you all next time. Peace out.